Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is your boy, Mr. Yee Yee. And I was in comfort zone. You see this thing back of me? You see that beautiful thing in back of me? I was in comfort zone. But now, I gotta go give an in-person estimate for a hoarder house clean out. I'm talking about hoarder house clean out. But even though I'm on personal time, I had to drop what I was doing. Even though I'm in a Stingray, that's C7 right there. Even though I'm doing my thing, I was, you know what I mean, handling my business, having some fun. I had to stop what I was doing real quick to give an in-person estimate at this hoarder house. So, come on, let's go check things out and let's go give an estimate. You're with your boy Yee Yee, even though I'm in plain clothes, and I need to give an estimate for this job. But woof, I can already see what's going on with this job. We're gonna give an estimate for this job, but we have to go into the side door, he said, but the backyard is going to have, all this stuff has to go. Everything has to go here. Everything. I can kind of smell things already, what's going on here, but they want everything from the backyard gone. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, I see the locks box. I see everything back here. Not too bad, not too bad. But all these things, everything here has to go. Everything here has to go. Not too bad in there, okay. Not too bad. I see, looks like someone just picked up and left. And we're gonna get rid of everything back here. Looks like one big old rat nest, but we'll see what's going on. Well, everything has to go back here. Everything has to go. So, but this client reached out to me, called me, and when they call the Yee Yee, we're gonna come in. I don't care if I'm in my Corvette, I'm gonna go give an in-person estimate and hit them with that price. But, let's go with the lockbox right here. He gave me the lockbox code. So we're gonna go into the lockbox code right here. Here's a lockbox. We're gonna get into that. So he said the code was, okay. So he said that was the code. You know what I mean? And this job came from Google. He Googled me. He said, hey, you got good reviews. I like what I see. So I said, oh boy. And I said, yeah, let's do it. So, there you go. It's open. And beautiful key. 49er key. I like that already. So let's go check things out over here. But everything has to go. All this stuff I'm seeing dollar bills here. There's a lot of stuff that can get resold here. So, let's see what's going on. But I think he said that we have to go in through the garage or the side of the house. So, okay. Okay, so I'm seeing this is the garage. All this stuff has to get cleared out. Everything here has to get cleared out to go into the house. I see a refrigerator. We're seeing all types of jabronis around here, but this whole garage has to be cleaned out. So, what would you charge? Would you charge by trailer load, or would you charge by the whole house has to go? So a lot of people are confused about that, how they would charge from a hoarder house. Like this don't even look like a hoarder house, but just how would you charge to remove everything out of here? All the cabinets, everything gotta go. They want all the products, everything in here has to go. They want everything out of here has to go. All this has to go. Looks like someone just walked away from this situation. So how would you charge this, by load or by job? And wow. So what I mean, this looks like, to me, this looks like one load. This garage is one load to me. This garage is one load. The backyard is one load. So if you want to go that way, but you figure, even though you say load, you still have to take in consideration your crew. How much you got to pay your crew? Because your crew got to get paid, and everybody got to get paid, and dump fees. So you got to take all that into consideration. Hello, 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 hello. We're entering for an in-person estimate. Is anybody here? I don't see anybody here, but I see, okay, things are in there. There's still food in here. He said some guy just walked away and left it. So I said, okay, not too bad. The house is 1,200 square feet. So, hello, hello, hello. Nobody home? Nobody here? Looks like somebody just left everything behind. And, we're going to take everything. But, what would you charge for this? Hello, 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 hello. No Limit Hauling and Junk Removal is here. Anybody in here? See, there's mirrors everywhere, so it's kind of scary. But, you know, this is what we're doing today. We're checking everything out. He said there's a Mac Mini. There's a Mac Mini, but, you know what I mean? I'm not worried about that. In here is just one load. All in here is one load. You see all this furniture? All this furniture. All this furniture. You know, he said a lot of it you can keep, but I don't know about that. You know what I mean? I'm hearing dogs barking, all kinds of shit. Kind of spooky. And I'm also seeing, you know, rat traps. There's a big old rat trap over there. There's another rat traps. Big old rat traps. So, you know, that's what I don't like to see is rat traps, because filing cabinets, okay, filing cabinets. So, you know, I forgot to lock my door outside, so. Okay, so I see one rat trap right there. I see another. I'm seeing a bunch of rat traps in here. So, you know, I'm seeing a bunch of other situations in there. So that's what I just don't like to see, because, you know, these things are, that door doesn't open. So that closet doesn't open. So we're going to have to come all the way over here. But it looks like the exterminators came in here. Looks like the exterminators came in here and cleared everything out. At least they tried to. So I don't know what's going on in there. Kind of scary. Okay, those machines must have been clearing out some mildew probably. Well, it looks like all these rooms are empty, so that's the good thing, is it's just the stuff over there. So we're gonna come into this room. It's a pretty old house, only 1,200 square feet in this house, so all the bedrooms are already cleared. So it looks like we just have to clear out looks like we're only clearing out the front room and the bathroom. So not a bad job, you know, clearing out all this stuff in here and then clearing out everything outside. So, you know, I showed you guys all this. What would you charge? Let the yee know, what would you charge for this clean out? It's a lot of stuff here, but, you know, to me, somebody just left. That's what it looks like to me. Somebody just left. There's a massage table that could be sold, but it looks like somebody just left. There's nothing really here of value to me, but, you know, somebody just left. There's a HP monitor. But, you know, somebody just left. That's all. Somebody left everything behind. But as I can see, all the exterminator, all the mouse and rat things, there's a exterminator came in to clean everything up. But I don't see a rat problem. But, you know, this table, all this type of stuff, and all this big old bulky, I would say, you know, this is 5 loads. I'd say probably about 5 loads. Easy job for me. Easy. You know what I mean? Let's make it happen. So, you know, clear out all this stuff. He said leave the stove, and he said leave the refrigerator. So me, the main thing is just, you know, the main thing is just what I'm seeing. I'm seeing all these rat trap things. So exterminator's been here. The main thing is the garage and the inside, but all these cabinets are pretty much empty. So, you know, if we can come in here, let's see what's in here. Yeah, all these things are all gonna go bye-bye. So, you know, that's pretty much it right there for me. But, you know, what would you guys charge for this? Like I said, you got to get rid of all these. Remember, all these metals, recyclables. All that stuff is recyclables. It's going to go get recycled. So, you know, what will we charge to get rid of all this stuff? I think that wash machine is going to go. That refrigerator over there is going to go. And everything in here, this looks like a full load. This could be 3/4 of a load in here, but me, you know, but what would you guys charge again? I'm letting you guys see, you know, this is what we do out here in Northern California, the YEEEEEEEEEE. We specialize in hoarder house cleanouts, and, you know, we are targeting those specific clients where, you know, we make good money, and we ain't trying to target those little clients that, you know, just little loads, little pickups. I let you guys do that, you know what I mean? All those other guys in my area do that. I want those big boy jobs where, you know, we're making thousands, and, you know what I mean? This is what we do, though. We perform magic. So, you know, But all this stuff has to get cleared out. Everything in here has to get cleared out, fully cleaned out. All this stuff has to go. So, you know, you're with your boy, Mr. Yee. What would you charge for this whole house clean out? And you know, as you seen, I was in my playtime. This thing has to go up here. This thing, everything has to go. All this stuff has to go. So what would you guys charge? Leave me a comment below. Make sure you like and subscribe. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you would charge for this huge hoarder house clean out. Here with your boy, Mr. Yee today. Let's go.